Oh, guys, check out this little beauty. Yeah, as many of you know, I'm getting ready to move here. I actually stopped by one of my friend's house, a longtime friend. I've known him since high school. Real good friend of mine. Stopped over at his house and he gave me this little beauty as a parting gift and a donation to the channel. So this is a original Tamiya Hornet. This is a vintage car, guys. Even the dust is vintage on this thing. Look at that. He dug this baby up out of his basement. See little dust bunnies hanging off of it. Bent antenna, classic. Vintage dust on this bad boy. No battery cover on the back. I don't even know if this thing works, guys. I brought out some batteries here. A 9.6 volt pack is the only thing I have that's gonna work with a Tamiya plug. 8 AA's sitting there. Oh, look at this thing, guys. It still has a mechanical speed controller in it. The big old resistor sitting in the back there. Yeah, those are oil-filled shocks, that is for sure. They seem to be leaking. Got a couple flat spots on the tires there. They've been sitting for quite some time. Pretty dry rotted. Yep, got some big dry rot going on there with them tires. So gonna need some new tires for this guy. Got that big old cobweb hanging there. Alright guys, here we go. Let's pull the body off this guy. I don't know how many body pins are on here. No body pins at the back. There's supposed to be 2 body pins back here. There's nothing back there. Oh, she is fragile. Extreme close up on the dust. Not too bad on the inside. Really relatively clean on the inside there, eh? Definitely got some dust on the outside. Oh, let's get to looking at this guy, or girl. Oh, that's a problem. 4 AA pack for the servos, no BEC. This is before the battery eliminator circuit. That's a problem there, guys. What the hell is this fuse for? An old automotive fuse. Some kind of a rubber balloon or bag or something over top of the ESC, or over top of the receiver. 2 servos, your throttle servo, steering servo, true channel 1 and 2. I wonder if I have an old AE5 laying around that we can slap in here real quick. Yeah, so this girl is in rough shape. There's rubber balloon material falling off right here. Still kind of rubbery on the bottom a little bit. But that was like a little protective layer over top of this. It's all crumbling away back here. Over top of this receiver. Not too bad shape after pulling off all that dried rubber there. Channel 70. That's good. That's a good sign. Gotta do some rewiring here, guys. I've got an AE5 sitting in a box here that I can right down there that I can try to retrofit in here, but it'd be kind of nice just to get the whole thing working as it is with the whole mechanical setup. So let me see what I can do here. Let me take a look at this and see if I can clean this mess up a little bit. Alright, so our batteries for our receiver and whatnot, we've got some heavy corrosion going on here at the back. A little bit of corrosion on the inside, which you're probably not going to be able to see. But there is corrosion in there on the inside of the plug. Pretty bad on either end here. Let's see if I can scrape that up off camera. The main power coming in here, here's a negative wire. This is what's going over to this automotive style fuse. So we are just going to bypass that, and I'm going to solder this directly to here. So decided that to that, clean that up, and we'll clean up this old mechanical receiver speed controller, and see if we can get this thing to move. Might have to put some different tires on it, or not. Maybe we'll just run these dry rotted tires and see what happens. Yeah, close enough. Ran out of black shrink wrap, so I'm gonna have to use a little bit of blue on this one. You guys are getting a horrible view. I gotta turn on my soldering iron, so I'm gonna pause it here for a second. While my soldering iron's heating up, these connections were all corroded pretty bad. This one broke away completely. I used a screw from the RC 4-wheel drive tackle box here and just ran it through to make the connection. So don't know if that's gonna work or not, but yeah, we'll give it a shot. And then we need to take this top half of this speed controller off, come out here with a pencil eraser, and just kind of clean up those connections real quick. This brings back memories. Yep, gonna trash this eraser. Probably use some real fine sandpaper for this too. But eraser works pretty good, pretty gentle. Little contacts are a little bit tougher to hit. Yep, it's not perfect, but it should work. Yeah, hopefully this goes back together without a problem. Oh, gotta hook up our servo. My finger's gonna be in the way, guys. Got a screwdriver on the bottom holding this screw in here. Should be good. This is the one I got the screw on. It's gonna be tough. My hand's in the way. I'm sorry, guys. Got these little screwdriver persuasion on this one. I think it's making contact. Well, that's those four. Now the radio. No cover on the back. We'll just start feeding them in here. That's a flashback right there. It wants all your batteries, and it's going to drain through them in a heartbeat. Oh, wait. What we got there? She's alive. That's a good sign. And we got nothing. Investigation. All right, under further investigation, I figured out that there is a power switch right there. Still got no power. We get power if we manually actuate everything. Well, that's wide open, guys. That battery's dead. Well, we know the mechanics work of it. Just no power going to the servos. Alright guys, we'll just stay tuned for a minute here. I'm going to go charge up this 9.6 volt pack. I do have an axial AE5 sitting here off to the side that's not being used on anything that I can use on here. I kind of wanted to get it going under its own factory power. I do have another battery pack that I use for winches and whatnot that I can bypass and plug directly into here and run it off of that instead of running off of this corroded mess. So just hold on a minute here. We'll see what we can get going on this guy. Alright, so we got our 9.6 volt charging. Pop this little guy out of here. Of course not. This one's got pins and I'm trying to plug in one that doesn't have pins. Male, female. That's weird that this thing has got male connections on it. That is an old receiver. They have male connections on it like that. Well, that's messed up. Alright guys, upon further inspection on this little doohickey here, all these terminals are just shot. Corroded right out, so no power coming out of this thing. Just cut this right out of the loop. Gonna kind of try to solder in a little connector here, a little jumper wire, so I can use a little LiPo here to power this baby up. Yep, still working on the Hornet. Just working on the Hornet. Got the soldering iron plugged in here. Plugged in, turned on. Kind of wanted to take this receiver out of here and scrape off some more of that balloon material there that was on there. Get some of this dust blowing out of here. Let's solder on these two wires here real quick. I'm out of shrink wrap. Yep, this is going to be an ugly solder job. Basic here and to the point. I'm just going to hook these guys up real quick, wrap some electrical tape around these guys, see if we can get it working under its own power, and eventually, after I get it working under its own power, I don't know, I might leave it with the stock setup. I might convert it over to LiPo and go from there. Who knows? Yeah, it's gonna be like the basic of basic soldering jobs here. If I can get this wire into a position where I can actually solder it. Trying to get this so you guys can see it at the same time, but technically you want to heat up the wire and let it draw the solder into it. I'm melting into the wires on this other side. Close enough for my quality. That'll get the job done. Go ahead and get this guy mounted back down here. It's weird working with Phillips. Oops. Working with Phillips head screws instead of Allen's. Been messing with Allen's for so long. Alright, so we got our stock speed controller hooked back up. Got some power here. We'll put some tape on this real quick just to be safe and see if it works. Don't need to look good, just needs to function. And for the moment of truth, will the servos power up? Get my hand out of the way. Oh, yes they did. Yes they did. Is the radio gonna power up? Well, that's a good sign. Well, that's not a good sign. She's a little hesitant. Well, the battery's charged, so let's give it a run. Well, let's see if we can get this 9.6 volt in here. Certainly wasn't meant for 9.6. Might be too fat. Trying to make a 9.6 volt fit in here is gonna be a little bit of a challenge. You guys are like, what are you doing to that vintage car, man? 9.6 volt in there. Well, guys, I'm praying. I'm praying that that everything works here. Whoa, it's going on its own. Whoa. A little bit bumpy. Alright, vintage Hornet, guys. Hasn't been ran in years. Who knows how many years in all reality. And she still works. Whoa, she's driving on her own. Driving on her own. Tires are definitely in pretty bad shape. And believe it or not, guys, that 9.6 volt battery is already dead. And that's all the playtime you got in 1980 something. Hope it was fun while it lasted. Yep, there's our Hornet here. Full roller bushings on all four corners. Marvel at the smoothness of that wheel. You know what, guys? I forgot to mention my boy's name here. I told him I'd drop his name on my channel for donating the RC. Lee Lewis, that is my buddy's name, and very much appreciated, Lee. Thanks for the sweet RC there, brother. And we'll put her to good use here on the channel. Thanks again, man. We are back. Guys, I wiped down the body, I wiped down the wheels, used a cleaner called Crud Cutter, a lot of nicotine on the body. Tried using a damp paper towel, wasn't doing the job. Had to use a cleaner. Used a cleaner on the wheels as well, just roughly. I didn't really get in there too far. There's still some dirt in the corners there. Put some bearings on the front wheels, took out the bushings. But that cleaner did a pretty good job on it, guys. Took off all the nicotine that was on here. Brought the white back out in the stickers. Brought the shine back out in the body. Brought the orange back out in that crooked Tamiya sticker, which is going to drive me crazy because it's crooked. A lot of shine in the stickers there. You can see through the windows again. Little indentation in here for the mechanical ESC for the mechanical speed controller for the servo to actuate that. So yeah, guys, gave it a good little wipe down here. I cut the Tamiya connector off of there. Was gonna put a Dean's connector on there to convert it over to LiPo, but I don't have any male Dean's connectors. Which brings me to a thought, guys. What do you guys think I should do with this car? In the comment area, guys, leave a comment what you think I should do with it. Should I convert it to LiPo and with the mechanical system and see how much it can handle? You know, run it on 2S, run it on 3S, and see what it can take. Should I convert it to brushless and you know, put a whole brushless system in here? Should I put lunchbox spindles on there and convert it over to a truggy? Should I, you know, what do you guys think I should do with it? Should I fix it all up and make it into a LiPo ready new vehicle and give it away to a viewer? What do you guys think? It was donated to me, so I'll let you guys decide on what you think I should do with it. Whether I should fix it up and run it. Should I convert it over to LiPo? Should I convert it into a truggy? Should I fix it up and give it away to a viewer? Let me know what you guys think. And that's going to do it for the show. Thanks, guys. This is Jim from RC After Dark. We'll see you.